record there as well. Restoration. Yeah, I used this phrase today when I was putting out my little flyer, sleeping amongst the gods. And that's what I think Yoga Nidra is like. So the restorative part, you know, the practice we do at the beginning, the half an hour of moving and breathing, is to prepare ourselves for that delicious Yoga Nidra, lying down, that kind of psychic sleep feeling. And I'm just thinking, there was something I wanted to say today. I'm mainly just, you know, enjoy, and there's enough difficult things in the world, and just give yourself, for being here, massive tap on the back and a reward for being here and taking time to take care of yourself. And the time you take, I feel the time that I spend practicing yoga, I'll also say, and creativity, because that's a kind of, yes, that as well, is it will give you back at least that time or more. It gives you back that time, if not double. So it's always worth making the time for our practice. And with that, we begin with the ding, the magical ding of the bell. We're going to begin seated. So find yourself a comfortable seat. If you want to sit on a cushion, you can do that. And let's just take a moment just to adjust our limbs, move our body a little bit, just to kind of, oh, how's my back feel? Yeah. Take a deep breath into the nostrils and sigh. Out through the mouth. Don't be afraid to make some sound. We're going to do another sigh, breathing in. Fill your body with air and then sigh. Yeah, make it audible. Yeah, enjoy. Let's do one more of those, breathing in. Yeah, from high to low. Feels better already. Interlink the fingers and stretch up. Push the hands up to the ceiling, but try and keep a bit of space between the shoulders and the ear. Keep the back really long. By doing this, we're also keeping the back of the neck long, the chin slightly tucked in. We're almost pointing the tailbone down to the ground. Strong belly here. Long. The ribs are lifting up away from the hips. The hips are sinking down away from the ribs. The sides of the waist are getting long. They're expanding, breathing in. Expand the chest, expand the heart, breathing out. We're breathing in and out through the nostrils now, breathing in and breathing out. And let's see if we can just lengthen through the right and then the left. So we're just kind of seeing if there's a bit more space there in the left and the right. And we're just breathing in and out through the nostrils, just kind of seeing if there's a bit more room, a bit more wriggle room, literally just moving, extending. We can lean over if we want a little bit. If we're going to do the lean, just make sure there's a bit of breath with that. Breathing out as you breathe out, as you lean over. Breathing in as you reach up. Breathing out as you lean over. Yeah, we're just trying to get a bit more coordinated with our breath. Breathing in, stretch up, and breathing out, lower the arms down. Good. Rub the knees a little bit. Have a look at our body. Appreciate this body. Yeah, let's just rub the legs a little bit. Whole legs. And the back a little bit. Let's get those hands into the lower back. Yeah. Maybe get the backs of the hands. Let's do this little pummel on the lower back. Maybe make some sound. Breathing in. What part of the body makes most sound? Yeah, let's have some play here. And then get those knuckles either side of the base of the spine and get that energy rising up. Whoa. You might suddenly get a whole little release or a little bit of power, or a little bit of kind of sparkling energy traveling up through the spine. I just feel it right here in the back of my brain there, getting a little sparkle just by this very simple little practice here. And then bring the palms together, get them a little rub together, get some heat going. Yeah, just interlink the fingers one way and then the other, just to get the hands a little bit more energized, and then shake the hands out. And breathing in and breathing out. Placing the hands on the knees. Let's just close the eyes. Now we've just shaken off and extended a little bit. So we've got a bit more space for our Om. Let's do 3 long, loud Oms, and let's enjoy them by opening the mouth wide, letting our sound out through the whole front of the body. And so the front of the body, the whole front of the body becomes softer, particularly the face, the throat, the heart, the belly, everything. So breathe in. 3 Oms. Make them loud, make them proud. And breathe. And notice how that feels now. That vibration in the body, the difference it makes. And then take the right hand onto the left knee, take the left hand behind you. Try and bring the hand quite close to your body so there's not a big gap between your hand and your back. In fact, you can get the inside of that forearm to connect with the back. It feels really supportive. And then now we've got the support and you feel like the body's kind of held between both arms. We inhale, lengthen, lift the chest. And as you exhale, we're just going to turn around to the left. So starting with that left shoulder and then the chest and then the ribs and then the belly. And then the head has to follow around. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears, neck long. Chin slightly tucked in so you can make the back of the neck even longer. Yeah. And keep turning to look behind you. But without, this is the trick of this, the subtlety, it's a subtlety. It's finding that point where you're making effort, but it's not pushing. We're not, pressing or pushing or forcing. We're just finding out where's the edge. So being interested and curious is where's the edge? And I'm just going to take myself to that edge and make it more comfortable through the breath. Simple as that. Yeah, much more interesting process. Inhale, lengthen up, feel the crown lifting, and exhaling, arm twist to the front. How does that feel? Have a little bit of a wriggle. Take the right hand behind you, again, close to the body, left hand on the right knee. So we've got this lovely kind of holding between the arms. Inhale, lift the chest, but drop the shoulders down, chin slightly tucked in, so really lengthening through the back of the neck. And exhale, the right shoulder, the right chest, the right ribs, the right belly is coming around to the right, and the face is following, and the eyes and the nose all following around. Inhale, every inhale, lengthen and sit a little taller. Every exhale, we're just twisting deeper into the space that the body is giving to us. Body's opening up and giving you more space as you breathe out. One more breath in. And then twist to the front. How does that feel? Have a little bit of a wriggle again. Let's see if we can get this chest area a bit more opened up in this heart space. So interlink the fingers in front of the body, breathe in. As you breathe out, take the hands away from you. Extend the arms away. As that happens, let the head drop down. So we're going to relax the back of the neck so that the space between the shoulder blades and the back of the shoulders can be as expansive as possible. So as your hands come forward, you feel your chest dipping back away from your palms of your hands. And as you breathe in, you feel the breath in the whole chest area expanding. In the whole chest area and the whole space around the heart. Feel your heart is literally expanding. With that inhale and with the exhale, the back is moving back in space away from the hands are coming forward. The head's relaxing even more, the neck's relaxing even more. One more breath in. On the exhale, release. See how that feels. Oh, a bit more space in the shoulders. Maybe have a little bit of a roll of the shoulders forwards and backwards, just to experience a bit of extra space. And then take those fingers, interlink them behind the back. Now, important that we kind of have the neck long, so you're looking down at the ground just in front of you there, so that we're not lifting the head or lifting the chin. Chin's kind of tucked in all the time. Breathing into the chest again. Cross the chest, and as you breathe out, taking those hands back, interlink fingers there. So the front of the shoulders are expanding. You're opening up the chest. It's almost like the heart is trying to fly out of your body. It's gotten so expansive. And looking down at the ground, back of the neck is relaxed. Breathing in to the chest, breathing out. Take those hands back and slightly upwards. Yeah. Open the chest, front of the shoulders. Breathing in. And breathing out, release. Oh, it feels so good to release the shoulders. And let's just have a little bit more release, lifting the shoulders up high. Inhale through the nostrils and out through the mouth. And inhale through the nostrils, squeeze those shoulders right up and out through the mouth. Let's do one more time, breathing in and out through the mouth. Oh yeah, body's starting to feel a little bit more open. So let's have a bit of a release, more release. It's never enough. We're going to come into lion. I want my hands to be seen as well, my claws. I want everything to be seen. That's definitely the lion way. Any Leos out there, right? So we're going to do this very big roaring breath. If you feel more comfortable, you can kneel or you can sit on a cushion or have your legs outstretched, that's fine. We're going to do this version with the claws landing on the ground like this. So we start off with the hands in prayer position, and in a minute we're going to roar. So we need to just practice that tongue coming out the mouth, yeah, and that rasping in the throat, really clearing and roaring and burning. And the eyes at the same time are going to go really wide. So without the, we'll do this separately. So we've done that part, and now we do the eyes with that scary. And then we're going to do it really fiercely by first of all breathing in, gathering ourselves, and then the claws come out. Good. Take the face and the chest and that power forwards. Breathing in, gather, roar, get the tongue out of the mouth, eyes wide. Gather yourself, take a moment. So anything you want to express, anything you want to burn up, let's get it out there. Breathing in. Good. Okay. See how that feels? Now with the fire in your heart now. Good. Let's just take the hands forward. Let's get the back a bit more in action. Okay. Hands, evenly spread fingers, hands underneath the shoulders, elbows nice and bendy. Space between the knees as well, because the knees are underneath the hips directly. So you can see we're like a tabletop. Be careful not to lock these elbows and thrust the shoulders forward. So kind of, these aren't pillars. They're living things, so they're kind of bendy and animal and alive. Okay, so get that feeling of aliveness. And we're going to start off just by doing this little kind of side bend. It's like, I like to think of it as a tiger swishing his tail. So breathe in to look forwards. We're not looking up, we're just going to looking slightly forwards on the ground there. That's inhale. As you exhale, you're looking around to your left and you're going to see your tail. You can show yourself your tail. So you can see I'm kind of taking my bottom around as well. If you want to emphasize that, you can even have a slight lean, but you don't need to do that. If you want, it's, you know, it's an optional extra. And we're looking around, breathing out. The inhale back to front, so keeping those elbows soft still. And exhaling, turning to the other side and getting the, again, it's like you're trying to show yourself your tail. Inhale and exhale. Trying to see the tail with your face. So you need to take that shoulder back as well. So you're really getting as much kind of on one side, the side you're looking to, you're kind of really like contracting the right side of the body. And the other side of the body is getting really expanded. So breathing in and doing this in time with your breath, breathing out. You might want to go a little bit faster, but try and keep the breath smooth. Whatever speed you're going at with your breath, inhaling to the front, exhaling to each side. Try and keep it smooth and steady. Try and make sure that your fingers are engaged with the ground. So that's not with these knuckles lifted, where you're putting too much pressure on your wrists, but really spreading the weight out over the hands and the fingers. And I know that can sometimes feel uncomfortable, but this is really good for developing resilience and openness in the hands. We need these hands. We are sensual beings, and the hands are one of the most, sensual parts of our bodies, expressive. We soon find out, and there's a tiny little kind of injury in our hands, fingers or thumbs, how much we use them, how much we rely upon them. Inhaling to front one more time, exhaling to one side. And then we're going to see if we can move the spine another way. So just kind of, we're going to make it very, very contracted and as bent as we can, and then a straight. So we start off, we want to have a little rest, sometimes be on the hands a long time, just kind of kneel up and just interlink the fingers, just do this kind of circling, spiraling motion with the wrists both ways, and shake out the wrists a bit. I know it's, wrists are delicate things, and we need to make sure we reset sometimes. So simple little cat stretch. Inhaling, open the chest, take the shoulders back. Inhale, look forwards. Breathing out, it starts from the base of the spine. It tucks underneath, it arches up through the spine. Our chin comes to our chest, we're looking back at the heels. Then the inhale begins again from the base of the spine. We're lifting it up. It's rippling up through the spine until we come to the top of the spine, our chest. It goes not just forwards, but upwards. And then again, it starts with the base of the spine, curling under. Exhaling as we come into this arch shape. And inhaling as you lift your tail, the ripple comes up through the spine. Looking forwards, taking the shoulders back, opening the heart. A lot of heart focus in our practice. Physically, and of course emotionally, sensually. And the breath connects with our heart space. We feel the breath there. And the breath is our aliveness, so we're enlivening this space in the body, breathing out. Emptying everything out. Inhaling, refilling, revitalizing. Both are equally important, that inhale, the taking in, the consuming, that kind of, the receptivity, the taking in, but also the exhaling, the releasing, the giving, the emptying. These are of equal importance. You don't want too much of one and not enough of the other. Let's make this the last one. Breathing in and breathing out. Really make that pronounced. And then at the end of the out breath, just keep going and sit back into your heels. Stretch the arms forward, bring the forehead to the ground, and just rest in the pose of the extended child. Or as I like to, another name for this one, which I prefer, is the swan, because it's such a beautiful, beautiful creature. Have a little rock side to side because it feels good. It feels good to have the contact of the thighs with the body. If you're not there, put something in between. Put a cushion there. Put a cushion between your thighs and your calves, because sometimes floating in space doesn't feel so good. So just prop yourself with blankets and cushions so you get that feel of connection. If you are in connection with the thighs and the body, use that connection so you can feel your breath even more fully. Expanding the ribs here in the back, expanding your wings. You can feel that. Imagine these wings, swan's wings coming forwards. Beautiful bird. And let's just move with this feeling. So as you inhale, you're going to come up to all fours. As you exhale, you're going to take the hips forward, take the chest forward, keep those shoulders going backwards. See, that's almost pulling yourself forward slightly. Inhale, come up to all fours again. And exhale, sitting back into the heels. So we're just moving with the breath. Sit deeply, as if your sitting bone wants to go back to the wall behind and you're pushing yourself back. Then inhale, coming up. And exhale. But with the breath. Inhaling and exhaling, just sinking down into the end of the out breath. Inhaling. Yeah, luxuriate in that out breath. The out breath is where we just release and expand and feel into that space. Inhaling and exhaling. Empty out everything. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping the breath in and out of the nostrils if you can. Keeping it steady and smooth. One more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Just rest there. Bring the forward to the ground or the back of the hands if you prefer. Just sweep the hands back if your head isn't on your hands, then sweep your hands back into the pose of the child. And I like to do this movement here with the mouth. So when you breathe in through the nostrils, and then out through the mouth like, made myself laugh. So it's like kind of horsey noise. So, and it's great for loosening up the lips and the mouth and the tongue where we hold a lot of tension. Breathing into the nostrils. Yeah, enjoy that sound. Breathing into the nostrils. And I gave that some extra sound for fun. Breathing in and breathing out. Again, just slide the hands forwards. And then we're just going to lower ourselves down to the front of the body, just to relax the front of the body on the ground, rest on the side of the head, Backs of the arms on the ground. We're just going to see how that feels for a moment. Feel your breath, feel your belly is just nice and relaxed on the ground. You can feel your belly expanding on the ground, breathing into the nostrils, out through the mouth. Yeah, enjoy your breath, breathing into the nostrils and out through the mouth. We'll do a little small back bend here. So bring the forehead to the ground, breathing in, lift the nose, chin, chest off the ground, lift the arms and lift the legs. So there's nothing too strong here. And if it feels too much for you, just let your legs rest on the ground and just work on just the upper body. Using, this is a lot of work on the back here. So use your abdominals to support that as well. And smile with this, right? Smile. And breathe in one more time and lower down slowly on the out breath. Bring the hands up, push into the hands, walk the hands back. Sit back into the heels briefly, just extend the arms forwards. Breathe in, breathe out. Now I'm just going to walk our hands up to seated. And we're going to just do a little breathing practice before we come into lying down. And I thought it might be quite nice to do a Nadi Shodhana, and the alternate nostril breathing, which I think is a very simple practice, but also very effective. And it really teaches us about balance and about calming down the system and focusing. I find it a very focusing practice, but very gentle. So we practice this by placing use the right hand, the thumb on the right nostril and the ring finger on the left nostril, and we alternate. These two fingers can either rest on the middle of the forehead or have them kind of curled up if you need to be. We're sitting nice and tall because we're breathing, we need to have that apparatus really open, and you might want to sit on a cushion if you find that easier to do. Sitting upright. If at any point you find that that's tired this arm, we're not going to do this for very long. It's just to kind of ease us into our relaxed sort of state. So we start always with the thumb on the right nostril, and the breath is very soft. And we have the in and the out breath is even for this particular practice. So we're keeping it very simple. And I like to have a count of 4 because it's very simple and easy to remember. So we breathe in through the left nostril for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We close with the ring finger and breathe out through the right nostril for 4. 2, 3, 4. Then we breathe in through that nostril for 4, same one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close it. And then we breathe out through the left nostril for 4. 2, 3, 4. So a good way to remember is if you've just breathed in through that a certain nostril, you close it afterwards. I'll go through it again. So if you're familiar with this, you can carry on. So starting with the thumb on the right nostril, breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Close the left nostril, breathe out, 2, 3, 4 through the right nostril. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4 through the right nostril, close. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4 through the left nostril. And that's one round. So we'll just do a few more rounds. I'll go through it one more time just in case you've got any concerns. So we breathe in. This is starting with the left nostril. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out to the right nostril, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in to the right nostril, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out through the left nostril, 2, 3, 4. And just have an inward focus, a soft, almost imperceptible breath. Maybe close your eyes, it's always best for that inward focus. And just continue with that practice. If at any point you don't feel so good, it's not working for you, just have a rest, breathe through both nostrils and then return, try again, starting always with the thumb on the right nostril. So wherever you are now, finish the cycle you are on. So when you breathe out through the left nostril, that's the end of that cycle. And maybe just keep your eyes closed for a moment, let your hands just drop into your lap and breathe easily through both nostrils. Just adjust, have a transition moment. See how you feel, notice anything. And then whenever you're ready, just coming into lying down on the ground. Ideally lying in Shavasana, that's this corpse posture, so lying on your back with your space between your feet out to the sides. I like to sort of have my feet as wide as my yoga mat, and then the arms out to the sides, palms facing the ceiling. If you're kind of feeling not quite comfortable, just have a little shuffle around, maybe just hug the knees, have a little rock and roll around on your back. Once you've been doing yoga for a while, this just all becomes second nature. You start just doing, as soon as you lie down on the ground, you start doing all these kind of things, because it's just body, you get to give your body what it really wants. You get to learn that a little bit. Once you feel a bit more comfortable, then you always have the option of having some cushion underneath your knees, because that helps to really relax, and then you can just let your knees fall out. So have a cushion underneath your knees. I wouldn't have a big pillow under your head, maybe a very small one, or a rolled up blanket, a folded blanket's okay. And probably covering yourself is a really good idea. I'm certainly going to cover myself. So lying on your ground, let's get ready for some Yoga Nidra. So coming into this practice, getting ready for Yoga Nidra, the psychic sleep, the sleep of the gods. Take a deep breath into the nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. Just release anything that's in the way there. And give yourself time just to settle. It might take a few moments, that's okay. Always good to close your eyes and keep them closed so your focus is inwards. You're not distracted by anything. And take some time to adjust your blanket, adjust your clothing so that you're not going to get distracted by your body or discomforts. So making ourselves as comfortable as possible. During the Yoga Nidra, we attempt to remain still and quiet the whole time. So before we begin is a good time to just make sure that parts of the body are covered. And start to tune in and feel your body on the ground, feel your body relaxing on the ground, feel the weight of the limbs on the ground, feel your breath moving in and out through the nostrils, breath coming in and breath going out. And keeping the eyes closed now. And the practice of Yoga Nidra is the act of listening and feeling. These are the most important aspects. And I'll always be there, my voice, for you to feel guided by my voice. And trust and know that you are taken care of and held safe and secure in this practice. So say to yourself now, as a commitment to the practice, I will not sleep, but I shall only listen to the voice. I'm going to practice Yoga Nidra. And take a deep breath, and as you breathe in, feel calmness spreading out throughout the body. And as you're breathing out, say to yourself mentally, relax, let go, release. Become aware of sound. Become aware of sounds in the distance. Become aware of the most distant sounds that you can hear. Let your sense of hearing operate like a radar beam, searching out distant sounds, moving from sound to sound. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds, to sounds of the building you're in. Sounds of the room you are in. All the little sounds around you. And all the sounds within you, the sound of your own breath, your own heartbeat. And now develop your awareness of the room. Without opening your eyes, visualize the walls, the floor, the ceiling, your body lying on the floor. See your body lying on the floor. Become aware of the existence of your body lying on the floor, lying in perfect stillness. Your body is lying on the floor. Develop your awareness of all the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of the natural breath. Become aware of the deep, natural, spontaneous breath coming in and out of the body. Breath coming in, breath going out. Keep on listening to my voice and know that you are breathing. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Say mentally to yourself, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will not sleep. I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. And this is the time to make your resolve, your sankalpa. A simple resolve or affirmation or intention. Please state your resolve in simple words, a positively framed sentence. So state your resolve, your sankalpa, clearly with feeling and awareness 3 times. So you get that very clear sentence of words which we can return to later on in the practice. Now rotating the consciousness through the different centers of the body, moving your attention from each body part as I direct you around your body, moving quite quickly. If you want to, you can say that body part again to yourself internally in your mind after I've said it, whilst you simultaneously become aware of that place in the body. The practice begins with the right side of the body. Bring your attention to the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. The left side of the body, left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the back of the body. The back of the body. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade. Right buttock, left buttock. The length of the spine. The whole of the back together. Bring your attention to the front of the body. The top of the head. Forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, the nose, the tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen. Bring your attention to the whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head together, legs, arms, back, front, head together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together. Develop awareness of the whole body and become aware of the space occupied by the body. Become aware of the body and this space that is occupied by your body. Body and space. Become aware of the whole body and the floor. The whole body in relation to the floor. Become aware of the meeting points of the body and the floor. Feel the meeting points between the back of your head and the floor. Shoulder blades and the floor. The elbows and the floor. The back of the hands and the floor. The heels and the floor. calves and the floor. Awareness of all the meeting points between the body and the floor. The sensation of all these points simultaneously and evenly. Carry on feeling these points of connection between the body and the floor clearly and distinctly. Switch your attention to the eyelids. Feel the narrow line of meeting between the upper and lower eyelids. Feel the sharp points where they meet. Intensify your awareness between the eyelids. And then the lips. Center your attention on the line between the lips. The space between the lips. From the lips, we go to the breath. Draw your attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Feel the breath moving along the passage between the navel and the throat. On inhalation, it rises from the navel to the throat. On exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Be completely aware of the respiration. Navel to throat, throat to navel. Following the breath with your awareness. Navel to throat and throat to navel. Maintain your awareness and at the same time start counting your breaths backwards as follows. I am breathing in 21. I am breathing out 21. I am breathing in 20. I am breathing out 20. I am breathing in 19. I am breathing out 19. And so on from 21 to 1. Count to yourself mentally as you follow the rise and fall of your breath from navel to throat and back again. Total awareness of breathing and counting. The breathing is slow and relaxed. You're practicing Yoga Nidra. Remain awake and alert. Bring your awareness to the following sensations. Awaken the feeling of heaviness in the body. The feeling of heaviness. Become aware of the weight of every single part of the body. You're feeling heaviness in the body. You are feeling so heavy that you are sinking into the floor. Awareness of heaviness. Awareness of heaviness all through the body. Awaken the feeling of lightness. Awaken the feeling of lightness in the body. A sensation of lightness and weightlessness in all parts of the body. Your body feels so light that it seems to be floating away from the floor. So light it is. Bring your awareness to the experience of cold. The experience of cold in the body. Awaken the experience of bitter cold. Imagine you're walking on a cold stone floor in the winter with bare feet. Your feet feel very cold. Your body feels very cold. You feel the sensation of coldness through the whole body. Awareness of coldness. Awareness of coldness. Awaken the sensation of heat. Awaken the experience of heat. The whole body is hot. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over. Recollect the feeling of heat in the summer when you're out in the sun with no shade. Heat all over the body. Heat all around the body. Awareness of heat. Bring your awareness to the experience of pain. Concentrate and try to remember the experience of pain. Any pain you have experienced in your life, mental or physical. Allow yourself this feeling of pain. Recollect the feeling of pain, a real feeling and sensation of pain. Recollect the feeling of pleasure, any kind of pleasure, physical or mental. Recollect this feeling and relive it. Make it vivid and real. Allow it to expand and spread throughout the body, throughout your whole being. Awaken the feeling of pleasure in the whole body, in the whole being. Check that you are awake. Notice if you are drowsy or sleepy. Say to yourself, I am awake, I am practicing Yoga Nidra. Withdraw your mind and concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyes. The space we call Chirakasha. Imagine before you a transparent screen through which you can see infinite space. A space that extends as far as the eyes can see. Concentrate on this dark space and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of the mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but without becoming involved. Practice detached awareness only. So now with your imagination and awareness, bring to mind the following images. Imagine yourself walking along a deserted road on a hot day. Beside the road is a high wall, and in the wall, a small door. You go through that door and discover inside a garden. Birds singing, beautiful flowers, cool, shady trees. You explore the garden and come to a well with butterflies dancing around the top. Look inside the well. It is very deep. A cylindrical tunnel boring down into utter darkness. A spiral stairway twists around the walls. You start walking down. In the walls are polished stones, yellow and white marbles, emerald green serpentines. Look up and see the circle of light at the top of the well. From holes in the walls you hear the sounds of small animals, squeaks and rustling sounds. Now you are completely surrounded by darkness. You feel your way along the walls. Large green eyes gaze at you and blink shut. There is the beating of wings and the hoot of an owl. You pass through a cloud of luminous insects, completely transparent. You're surrounded by these, but none ever touches you. The walls are damp and mossy. There is a dim light below. You reach the bottom, run through a tunnel, and come out on a golden beach. A golden beach on the shore of an infinite ocean of peace and bliss. On the water, a large white lotus flower is rocked gently by the waves. On the flower, there is a baby lying, and that baby is you. Feel yourself as that baby, rocking gently on the waters of the infinite ocean. Continue this experience of yourself as a baby, rocking gently on the water, rocking gently in the white lotus flower, and experience the sound of Om over the infinite ocean. Hear the vibration of Om. Om. Bring your attention back to the dark space you see in front of your closed eyes. Watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully, with detachment, without becoming involved. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. Rest your mind. If any subtle phenomena manifests, for example, colours, images, impressions, symbols, patterns, Simply take note of these and continue with your awareness. If thoughts occur, let them come and go. But continue watching the dark space. Continue this with detached awareness. In this dark space, bring to mind your resolve. Remember your sankalpa. Repeat the same resolve you made at the beginning of the practice, in the same words and with the same attitude. Repeat your sankalpa now 3 times clearly, with feeling and emphasis. Pranamidam, Pranamidam, Panat Panam, Udashate, Panasya, Panamidaya, Panamiva, Vasashate. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breathing. Breath coming in and out through your nostrils. Awareness of breathing and awareness of relaxation. Develop awareness of your physical existence, of your body lying on the floor, your arms and legs stretched out on the floor. Become aware of the meeting points between your body and the floor. Develop awareness of the room, the walls, the ceiling, the floor, the noises in the room, the noises outside the room. Just gradually taking your mind out, becoming completely external. Just lying quietly for a few moments with your eyes closed, just adjusting and breathing a little deeper. Just start gently moving your body, your hands and fingers, arms and legs. Stretch and move in whatever way feels most natural to you. Stretch your body, breathe without hurrying or rushing to sit up. Maybe hug your knees to your body, have a little rock and roll on your spine. Taking your time, maybe rolling onto your side, just taking your time to move from lying into sitting. And when you're sure that you're fully awake and the mind is external again, open your eyes and come to seated. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. So, taking your time, all the time you need. Breathe deeper, stretch your body, feel how you feel. Do you feel, notice the difference. How do I feel? Does my body feel? What's my head? Where's the space? What's happened? What's my journey been? Just having a sense of that, whilst also just looking around, really taking your mind out and coming back to wherever you are. And let's just also bring our body back to life a little bit, give it a little rub. This is also not just physical, but also just appreciation and gratitude for this body, for this vehicle, for this tool of expression. And then we rub the palms together. Extra hot today, and we place all that heat and energy and place our focus of attention into this heart space behind the hands. Close your eyes and let's just see who appears in this space. this loving space? Is there somebody or people, they may be living or not living? Allow those faces, those essences, those beings to come into your heart, or for you to bring them into your heart. And connecting your heart to theirs with maybe a message of love or healing or reassurance. And breathing with that, smiling if you want to, and feeling. Namaste. Thank you for your practice today.